into my ear. Well,
this is Mustang Mike, and you're watching WGS-TV.
welcome back to Nekopara Vol.1 right here on WGS-TV along with Lance Muscle and Wrestlegamer. And guys, Chocola has been stricken with something. If you haven't put two and two together yet, we're not going to tell you. You're just going to have to figure it out on your own. This was the line in the last episode, so... Really? Sorry about that. I didn't really get why, but she was pretty mad at me. I never really knocked on their doors before now. Besides, Chocola would enter my room without knocking too. Okay, well, I'll be sure to be careful next time. But more importantly, how are you feeling? I'd like to take you to the clinic, but do you feel up to walking there? We're closed. We decided to close up early today. You think I could leave you be when you're not feeling well? Just listen to me, and let's go to the clinic. Do you think you can stand? What are you talking about? You look like you're about to fall over. Come on, I'll give you a hand. I stood next to Chocola and put my arm around her. And I think Chocola is now gone. What's wrong? Did I hurt you? So, how many of you guys out there have put two and two together? Answer forthcoming. She slurred her words and she refused my request. She was definitely acting a lot stranger than before. Enough with that now. I'm taking you to the clinic, okay? That's the whole reason why I decided to close the bakery today anyways. Come on now. Rational? Hold back from your instincts. Vanilla pushed her face against Chocola's body as she sniffed her. Lance, read that statement.
Giggity.
I'm not going to repeat it. You don't mean that... You don't mean that mating season thing, right? Now that she mentioned it, that was noted in the book that I had bought before. I thought that she was still a bit early for them, though. Oh, please always be by my side from here on out. I'm so happy when you're with me. Since back then, huh? Situations when dealing with a fast-maturing cat girl. I remembered that section inside the book that was titled that. I thought it was still too early to worry about stuff like that and totally glossed over it. Well, just what should I do in a situation like this? She looked up at me with pain, tear-stained eyes. It was the look of a woman desperately pleading for help. Chocola. She had completely caught me off guard, and in an instant, my face began to redden. This is bad. I could see that Chocola was not herself. My heartbeat started to slow down as it began to throb profusely.
主人、発情期の猫はちゃんと発散してあげないと体調を崩すよ。
Really? By let out, you mean Vanilla. Vanilla was right next to my ears as I looked over at her face. This didn't seem like one of her usual jokes. She was looking straight at me.
ショコラだって主人のことが好きだからこうなってる。猫と人じゃ赤ちゃんはできないって知ってるけど、でもちゃんと愛し合うことはできるんだよ。
Oh, God. Express their love for each other physically. What unreserved and certain words. I felt like I couldn't breathe. Vanilla paid no attention to me and continued to whisper into my ear.
猫を人生のパートナーにする人だっているでしょ。
Well, you're right, but of course I knew there were people like that. I knew just how cute cat girls were, so I wasn't one to judge them. But that being said,
主人はショコラのこと好きじゃない？
well, of course, she's important to me. Chocola and Vanilla were important, irreplaceable members of my family. This wasn't a matter of liking or disliking them, but that's why, in the current of all this,
主人は人のくせにもう忘れたもん。
forgotten?
私たちは猫だから自分に素直なだけ。私たちは猫だから自分に素直なだけ。本当に好きなら迷惑かけたって一緒にいたい。それでも一緒にいたいものだと思う。私たちが幸せかどうかなんていくらご主人でも決めつけるのは違うと思うよ。だから本当にショコラのことを思うなら
Vanilla. Her slender fingers caressed my cheek. They were the same words as before, and they pierced right through me again, just like back then.
ご主人様。ショコラは本当にご主人様のことが好きなんです。好きだから大切な人の役に立ちたくて、褒めてもらいたくて頑張ったんです。
Chocola. Just like back then, you could feel the determination behind Chocola's eyes and words. She gazed right at me.
体が反応しちゃうきっかけは発情期かもしれないです。でもご主人様のことが好きなのは、ご主人様に触ってもらいたいのは発情期だからじゃないですよ。ショコラは大好きなご主人様だから。ご主人様。
Oh God, is it gonna go there?
It appears that way.
I returned her gaze as Chocola took hot, shallow breaths, still caught in her bewilderment. I gently placed my hand on her tear-stained cheek. I love you too, Chocola. If you really desire to, then Rather than deciding whether it's right or wrong, I'll be honest too. With those words as my vow to her, I kissed her again.
ご主人様。ご主人様。本当に手間のかかるご主人様だね。
Oh, that's right. I gently rubbed both the teary-eyed Chocola and the proud Vanilla's heads. Then I gently embraced both of them.
じゃあ態度で示さないとね、ご主人。ご主人様。ガラガラガラ。ショコラ。ショコラ。
Chocola and Vanilla curled up, completely appeased. Chocola... Okay. I'm gonna... Time out. There is an uncensored version of this, which we will not show. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I think then my brain would explode. So we are past that point, and we're now just going to have the visualization of what happened between point A and point B. We don't need to go further than that, right? Although she could have been just exhausted after all of that and would return to that state soon. There was a lot to raising cat girls, huh? To think that raising cat girls would involve this as well. I didn't think I'd become such a cat girl lover either. Well, I have no regrets. With a slightly perplexed smile, I poked the cheeks of the two cat girls.
ご主人様。大好き。大好きです。ショコラが幸せそうで、私も幸せ。
Yes, yes, I love you too. I responded to the two cat girls as they mumbled in their sleep while rubbing their heads. They were like daughters, and even lovers. Those feelings mixed together. Think about it as their owner and as a man. I guess I'm really lucky, huh? Well, on that note, guys and gals, we're going to go ahead and call it an episode. And on the next one, I'm going to have a big stack of BC headache powder about this big. So, with that being said, for the incomparable Lance Moss, I'm the Wrestlegamer saying, bad thoughts, go away. Chocola? Any member of the council, as always, may put forward requests for what it is to be discussed first. Personally,